Hello, in this video I will show you new bricks modifier in RayFire 1.66. I will use a simple box just because it's easier to see how it works on this simple shape. So here the new modifier, and by default it fragments object into bricks. Here's layout, and first the group of properties is container, which defines size of gizmo. I will talk about gizmo a bit later. Next, here you can see the amount of bricks generated. And next group of properties is brick size. Now there are two ways to define brick size. First one is using this three spinners in world unit, so you can set exact amount of brick you want, exact amount of brick size. So decreasing size will decrease brick size, and you will get more bricks. And the same you can do for all three axes. And the second way to define is check on this count checkbox. In this case, you can define the exact amount of bricks you want to have. Let's say 12 over x-axis, and let's say 10 over z-axis. So in some case you may use one way, in other way you can use other way. Also, there is a multiplier spinner here. It works only when your count is off. In this case, using this multiplier, you can change brick size, but not changing proportions you already have. So, lowering, you will have more bricks. And right now, there is already almost 4,000 bricks generated, and as you can see, it's pretty quick and real time. Okay, let's stick with this one for now. And next group of properties is variation, and again there are two ways to define variation for brick size. First one is per brick, second is per row. When you change the width and length properties for per brick variation, you add some variation in brick size, but actual amount of bricks in each row stays the same. So some bricks will get higher and bigger, and some can get less and smaller. So the higher the value, the more random will be the size over width. And another one is length, so you can change variation over y-axis as well. And the second way is changing this per row variation. In this case, you will have different amount of bricks in each row. So the brick size will be random, and each amount of bricks in each row will be different. So in this row you see there are much more bricks right now. So in some cases this might be also helpful. And again, you can change other two axes as well. I found this height per row properties especially useful. Okay, next property is gap. Pretty simple. It allows you to add some gap between bricks. It's actually much easier to see. Let's set here 1, 2. And next properties group is row offset, and as you can see by default it already has 0.4 for x value. So x value is this direction, and if I will change it, you'll see that I start offsetting each next row starting from the bottom. So this is a default layout actually. I will set all three properties to 0. Right now it's just simple boxes on top of each other. So in some cases you may use something like this, but here you can start change x value, and you'll see that each next row starting from the bottom start offset to this value. So using range from 0 to 1 you can get all variations. And default value is 0.4. The second property is 0 by default, but you also can change it as well. It defines offset for Y row. And this third value is offsetting X over Y, something like going into deeper. So again, you start change it and get some more real result. Especially this will be useful if when you will start to simulate all this stuff, all these bricks. Okay, next group of properties is random split. Usually for this simple bricks layout, you may not use it, but if you have something like I'll show you something like this. So it looks not like a brick, but something more like stones. Add some variation maybe here. So here are 3 buttons for random split. One allows you to split over X axis, and right now you can see actual splits. I will use this one, Z, so it's much easier. So you can see it simply allows you to split random brick over its Z axis right now. So in the same way you can try splitting over X and Y values. So here's a split over X and Y. So I will use right now only this one. And there is a probability spinner property. It allows you to define amount of bricks which will be randomly splitted. So right now it's 0.3, which means 30% of bricks will get this random split. You can increase it higher, so more bricks will be splitted. And let's also check this X as well. And next property is offset. Right now 0.5, and by default 0 value means that all splits will happen exactly at the center. By changing offset, again you can move the split and get some more random result. And the next value is rotation. It also allows you to add some rotation. So here you can start see the actual X splits. Since before they looked like a simple border between 2 bricks, now you can see that how rotation start affected. So here it is. So in some cases, again, you may use something like this to get not bricks layout, but more like stones layout. And of course, you can demolish all these fragments at any time. Okay, next properties extend feature. Also, it allows you to make it look more random. So right now you can see everything is parallel and looks very artificial. So here's extend for position. Allows you to add some offset for outer bricks, and they do not affect inner bricks, only visible outer bricks. So now you can see I added some extend and they got pushed out. So now, so let me make it higher. So now it looks more real. And the next property is rotate. It also adds some rotation variation. Don't use too high values, but a little rotation will also add more realism. And also there is a fall off property. It allows you to fade out all this extend and rotate properties near the gizmo edges. So if you will set it higher, you'll see that near the edges it gets 0 extend, and to the center extend got higher. So the reason to use follow is that if you will change gizmo size using this width, length, and height container properties, you see that it slices everything inside Gizmo and keep everything outside intact. So you can also scale this Gizmo as well. So right now you see that you right now fragmented only this inner area of this box, and you can move this area and fragment exactly where you want to fragment your geometry. And this is when this fall off property might be useful, because if fall off is 0, you see that you clearly start see this layout. So with making it fall off higher, you're fading it out. So now only at the center you get all this extent and rotation values. Okay, now I'll get back to bricks. And using this fit button again, I can restore my original gizmo. Okay, next property is mapping, and that allows you to define mapping size for interfaces. I won't show you right now. Our next property is material ID, and by default it has from property equal to and to also equal to. Here's my material which I will use. So this is a simple multi-sub-object material, and I will apply it to this object, and I will increase gap so you will see what happens inside. So right now it uses material ID 2 for all interfaces. By changing this value, I can add some variations. So I will use material ID from 1 to 4. And now you can start see that some inner materials got material ID 3, some inner materials got material ID 4, and that might be helpful in some cases. Also, I will decrease gap. Also, there's a preserve outer IDs checkbox, and it's on. It allows you to preserve outer material ID, but in case you want to apply this random material to all bricks, you can uncheck it. And in this case, you will get all these 4 material IDs on bricks, and it also might be helpful in some cases. So now it uses only material ID from 1 to 3, and now it applies only to interfaces. Okay, next our properties is options rollout, and it's pretty simple. There's a seed. It allows you to define seed for all random properties like variation. So having variation higher and changing seed, you will get different variation. And next property is upper limit. By default 5001, but just prevents you from getting a lot of fragments in case you accidentally will set brick size very low. You see that having much more having a lot of bricks, it shows only 5,000 bricks right now because our limit is 5,000. Also, in case you have higher limit and you accidentally set very low brick size, you can hit escape and it will restore. Now let's set it to 5. Okay. Also, it's pretty useful option if you will animate it. So animating this property, you can get pretty interesting animation. But that actually wasn't the reason we added this property, just a bonus feature. Next property is delete inner bricks, and in some cases when you have a lot of bricks, like right now I have only one layer of inner bricks inside behind these bricks. I can increase, say 5, and let me set it back to 5000. So right now there are a lot of fragments, a lot of bricks inside. You can see there are like right now 906 bricks, and in some cases you just may not need all these inner bricks. In this case you can check on this delete inner bricks, and all the inner bricks will be deleted, so you will have only outer bricks. So as you can see, it's empty inside. Okay, next property is glue boundary elements. It's useful when you have your gizmo scaled or modified. So as you can see right now, this property is on, and it glue all the outer boundary elements. And if you don't want to glue them, you can have them separated into elements, and in some cases again this might be useful in case you want to simulate these elements with physics as dynamic object. And in this case physics will use each element as convex shape, so whole object will be concave during simulation. Okay, and almost all properties are animatable, so you can play with them. Next property is slicing. This property is pretty the same like in Voronoi. Interactive allows you to interactively change all these properties and get result. So as you can see right now, it affects geometry only when I release a spinner. Cap holes allows you to cap all the inner holes. Weld cleaner allows you to remove all unneeded vertices. So this property is mostly for technical usage. And select elements only allows you to fragment only elements which are selected inside object, but this box has only one element. And here's the explode rollout. Here you can explode your object into pieces. And again, properties, all properties are the same like in all the other mode, first like Voronoi, but there's one new property, combine boundary elements, and it allows you actually. Okay, so here right now I have not glued all those boundary elements, and if I will check on this combine and explode the object, they will be part of one object, and if I will uncheck it and explode, all they will be separated objects. And after you finished, you can finally explode the objects, and here your bricks, and I will use this object as static and kinematic. Freeze selection, select other one, select automatic sleeping object. Just to show you how we can break it. Use some sphere. also will be kinematic object, and finally I can deep slipping 20 here. Here it is. I guess that is the easiest and fastest way to have some bricks and demolish them right now. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for watching.